Hello everyone. Okay, so this is 2021 mid-year paper for set 2 and A section 1. Okay, question number 8. The diagram shows two parallel lines, A, B and C, D, and three straight lines, E, F, E, D, and B, D. And they give us angle CFE 100 and FDE 40 degrees. Stating your reasons clearly, find angle EFD. Okay, let's go guys. Angle EFD. Now, before we start, there are 5 properties if you look at the right side over here. I've written down, okay, 5 properties, angle properties that you need to know, that you should know because we learned it last year. Okay, so let's revise a little bit. What's property number 1? Adjacent angles on a straight line. So this is when two angles are on a straight line and they add up to 180 degrees. Okay, so for example, angle A and angle B add up to 180 degrees. Now, what about 2? Now, property number 2 is called alternate angles. Alternate angles is when we have two parallel lines, okay, and then we have an transversal line, okay, cutting the two parallel lines. Then this angle and this angle will be equal. They are called alternate angles. So if this is A, this is also A, okay. So that's alternate angles, and we have to state which two lines are parallel. So this symbol is called parallel. Okay, this is a symbol for parallel. Now, what about interior angles? So, sorry guys, alternate angles are equal. Remember, they are equal. Okay? Alright, so interior angles. What about interior angles? Again, interior angles also use parallel lines. Okay? But interior angles is such that over here, this angle plus this angle A plus B, they add up to 180 degrees. Okay, that's interior angles. Now, what about angle sum of triangle? Angle sum of triangle simply means the total angles in a triangle, okay, add up to 180 degrees. Okay. Now, what about last one? Number 5, corresponding angles. Corresponding angles also use parallel lines. Okay. And they are corresponding if they are in the same position. So, let's say this angle A, same position as angle B, then they are corresponding angles and they are equal. A is equals to B. But make sure that these two lines are parallel. Alright, so why do I put number 2 and number 5 red in color? Because corresponding angles and alternate angles, they are equal in value. Okay, so when I say alternate angles, then the two angles must be equal. Okay, and corresponding angles are same. These two angles must be equal. Okay, so now let's try this question. EFD. Oh, over here. Okay. Guys, look what property I can use. These two angles are sitting on the same straight line. So we can use property number 1. Adjacent angles on a straight line. So how do we show the answer? We will put angle EFD, the one that we want, is given by 180 minus 100 degrees. Okay, and this is going to be 80 degrees. But we write down the reason. Adjacent angles on a straight line. Okay, must write the reason, guys. You see, state your reasons clearly. Okay, angle BED. Wait, so angle BED is over here. Okay, can you see the parallel lines? Okay, and we have a Z. So which one has a Z? So you look at property number 2, alternate angles. Can you see that these two lines are parallel, right? And then there's a Z there. Okay, so this is 40 degrees. So in other words, this one also will be equal to it, 40 degrees. So how do we write the answer? Angle BED must be equal to angle EDF, which is 40 degrees. And you must write the reason, alternate angles. But you must give proof which two sides are parallel. That gives about these alternate angles. Side AB parallel to CD. And write down the answer here. Okay. Now, part 3, angle AEF. AEF, where is AEF? Okay, I'm going to erase this so that I can see clearly. Okay. Alright, so I know this is 40 already. I know that this is 80. Okay, where is AEF? AEF. Over here, guys. AEF. AEF. Again, got parallel lines. Okay, so we got parallel line here. Right? Here and here. And then we've got the transversal. So can you see that there's interior angle here? Interior angle property number 3. Okay. Interior angles add up to 180. So this angle plus this angle over here must add up to 180 degrees. So we can easily find angle AEF. We can find it by taking 180 minus the 100 degrees, this one, right? And we get 80 degrees. Okay, so we know this already. Write it down. This is 80 degrees. Okay, but we must write reason, guys. Must write reason. So what's the reason? Interior angles. Okay, they are equal. They add up to 180. Sorry, interior angles add up to 180. Okay, and AB is parallel to CD. The two lines that are parallel that give about these interior angles. Okay. Given that angle EBD, okay, sorry guys, this one I got from the previous trial. I actually practiced first, okay. So, given that angle EBD is equals to 60 degrees, state whether EF is parallel to BD. Okay, so now let's look. If suppose EF is parallel to BD, what will happen? So, where's EF and where's BD? Okay, let me erase this. Okay, this is EF and this is BD. Now, if they are parallel lines, guys, then what will happen? Then these two lines, these two angles, let me put in color. This angle and this angle, they are in the same position. They should be equal, correct, guys? But now you tell me, this one is 80 degrees, this one is 60 degrees. Are they equal? So they are not, right? In other words, EF and BD, they are not parallel lines. Because if they are parallel lines, this angle must be equal to this angle, which they are not. So we use that as the answer, the explanation. Okay, so state whether EF is parallel to BD. So we're going to say that EF is not parallel. Parallel. Not parallel to BD as angle AEF and angle EBD are not equal and as such are not corresponding angles. Okay, you can pause later, okay guys, to copy the answer. Now, what do I mean? Now, if let's say EF and BD are parallel, then AEF and EBD must be equal because they will be corresponding angles if EF and BD are parallel. But since they are not equal, which means that EF and BD are not parallel. Okay, so that's why the answer is EF is not parallel to BD as the angle AEF and EBD are not equal and as such are not corresponding angles because corresponding angles are equal, right guys? Okay, so you can pause so that you can copy what I've just written down here. And that's all. Thank you, everybody.